Hello, good morning, everyone. You're welcome to my channel this morning. Before we proceed, I would like you to just quickly go to the subscribe button, click on the subscribe button, then we're good to go. Today, I'm going to be talking about the social management. I'm going to read the definition of social management for us, then I'm going to give us some details about social management and how it affects our daily lives and activities. Social management refers to the management of social enterprises and projects. This includes commercial enterprises with social and non-profit objectives, state institutions, foundations, children homes, daycare centers, aid organizations, associations, as well as non-profit organizations. As example, I would like to mention the youth welfare offices. We've got big responsibility to handle the social management services. I'm going to give us some details of the functions and the importance of social management. Social management is like a hospital to the society. You've got so much work to do. You take care of the young ones, the most elderly ones, the middle-aged ones, the depressed ones. You've got so much responsibility as a social manager. Right now, I'm going to be giving us, on a quick note, the list of the places you can render your social services. You can render your social services in the hospitals. You can render it in the retirement homes. You can render it in the health, youth and social services. You have environmental protection companies. You've got child and youth welfare. You have the research and teachings. You have social enterprises. You have the NGOs. You have the management consultancies, and you have the social facilities. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the hospitals. In the hospitals, you've got the counseling sections, you've got the medical aid, you've got so many things you do in the hospital. They are all part of social services. And to be part of the social service staffs, you've got to have confidence in what you do. You must be professional. You must have patience. You must be able to understand the need of the beneficiaries of this service. For instance, in the hospital service, you've got people who come, maybe a rape patient, maybe somebody with a mental care, someone that's got some. You just announced some terrible, a deadly disease or infection that is terminal. You need a social worker to be able to speak to such persons and speak confident and life back to such persons, because fear is the fastest killer than the disease itself. So we've got the retirement homes. We find out that some of our retirees, sometimes they need comfort, they need counsel. They've got some of them are they've got so old, they start thinking like kids. So you need a qualified social worker who needs to be patient with them. You must understand them. You must hear them out. You must feel what they feel. You must give them understanding. Give them a sense of belonging. Don't make them feel they are too old to contribute to the society. They've got so much to contribute to the society. Give them confidence in themselves, because some of them, they feel they have this effect of diminishing return. Some of them now think like kids. But when you have a positive social worker, a qualified social worker, you are able to speak confident back to these persons, and they're able to live much more than their peers, because the right social worker is right there to counsel them on the activities at the old age of their lives. Then we've got the health and youth social services. The health and youth social services, these are the ones that communicate with the youth. You also communicate health counsels to people in need. For instance, depression. For instance, making choices. These are part of the things. You also talk to the youth about the health effect of probably taking of drugs, the health damage it does to their systems and their psyche and their brains, and the decisions they make. These are the functions of a social worker. When a social worker, you need to be confident, you need to be patient, you must not have a listening ear, you must feel the pain of the patient you're counseling. And they must be able to understand this youth and be able to redirect them in the way they should go. Because at the prime of their life, they've got this effect of the society. They are easily influenced by their peers. So as a good social worker, you must be able, with knowledge, wisdom, and redirect them onto the right path. That is a good work of a social manager. Then we're talking about the combating addiction. Addiction in the youth is getting not only the youth this time around, we've got adults who get addiction by peer pressure. So when you want to counsel, you want to treat such personalities, you need to listen to them, you need to understand what they're going through, you need to be able to convince them on the damage the addiction is doing to them. We've got so many addiction in the youth and in some adults. You've got some adult youth who are addicted to masturbation. You've got some youth who are addicted to hard drugs. You've got some who are addicted to unprotected sex, premarital sex. You've got to have the right understanding of this effect and communicate to them, convince them on the damage it does to the personality and the outcome of their life in the hereafter. So we have got the child and youth welfare. The child and youth welfare is able to go to the society, you go to the street, you find out youth who are in need, who are prone to damages of the society, and be able to redirect them and bring them back to safety. Now we've got research and teaching. As a social manager, you culminate in your job, you do research, and you teach others to be able to reach out to others, because we've got the society so big that you need to teach more other social workers who are able to spread across and redirect our youth and our vulnerable adults into the right path and into safety. So we've got social enterprises, we've got NGOs, some registered companies, NGOs who are registered to be able to protect our youth and some vulnerable adults, and be able to do the job, bring them back to the positive society, and be able to empower them to do right stuff and be independent for themselves. And these also are things that we'll do. They will have the management consultancies. These are the people who go about managing different areas of management of personalities. They also have the social facilities where you're able to provide social facilities. You may have enough funds to do this, you may require people to aid you to do this. You provide social facility to be able to take care of the vulnerables, the adults, the old aged ones, the youth, the children. Provide the social facilities, and you're able to give them, secure them, and redirect them and make them vital part of the society. I'm going to bring you more other topics on this social management and how to be fruitful to your society and how to redirect others to become fruitful to the society, to become people that can contribute positively to the society and the well-being of the world and other people in the world at large. God bless you. As a Christian, I also advise you to keep praying while you're doing this, because God himself is going to inspire wisdom to you to be able to do stuff like this. In prayer, you are able to counsel others better. By the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, you are able to give the accurate result, accurate treatment, accurate counsel to the persons in dire need of counsel, and be able to redirect and counsel those who are in depression and bring them hope back to life. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Until I meet you next time, God bless you. Bye.